Então, sejam bem-vindos ao Jogo da Na Telha. Esse joguinho aqui eu tava afim de jogar já faz um tempinho. É o Call of Cthulhu. Eu já joguei ele uma vez aqui, ó. Cadê uma vez que zerei? Então vamos tentar aqui, ó. Entrada vazia. Eu joguei ele uma vez faz uns 5, 6 meses atrás, eu acho. Mas eu disse, esse jogo eu quero trazer pro canal porque eu quero jogar de novo. Então ali, Boston, 1924, Eduardo Pierce, veterano da Guerra Mundial, afoga os traumas com álcool e remédios para dormir. Agora, ele é detetive particular e não consegue encontrar um caso interessante para sair do marasmo. Por isso precisa de um caso novo o quanto antes, senão vai perder a licença. Então vamos lá, né? Joguinho de terror. Terrorzinho isso aqui, dá pra assistir no escuro, botar um fonezinho de ouvido, entrar na imersão do bagulho. Vamos entrar na insanidade. A loucura seria uma misericórdia. Que os deuses se apedem do homem que, na sua insensibilidade, permanece ação até o horrendo. H.P. Lovecraft. Rapaz. Jogo salvo. Eita, começou o jogo. Ah, não vou mentir não lembrava dessa parte. L pra se mover. Tá, basicão. Tô usando o joystick aqui. Engasgadinha básica. Esse gráficozinho tão bom, hein? Vamos ter que salientar que os gráficos tão bons. E aí, quem gosta dos livros... Opa, agachar, aperte B. Ah, pra andar agachado. Tá, obrigado. Faz necessário, porque eu já não lembro mais nada. Tranquilão. Não tem como passar pra lá. Contornar. Ah, tá. Por isso que disse pra baixar, que a gente vai ter que passar por baixo ainda. Caramba, tá ruim de andar no escuro. Ah, também. Combater a escuridão. Você precisa acender alguns itens específicos para interagir com eles. Lampião. Ah, aqui temos uma turquesa. De alicate, mas acho que aquilo ali é uma turquesa. O bagulhinho pegar barco. Nossa, é uma boa ideia, né? Vai dar um lugar cheio de peixe. Eita, o que é aquilo? Bom, não quero pegar barco nenhum pra ir embora. Rapaz. Apesar de eu já ter jogado, sem mentira, não tô lembrando disso aqui não. Eu joguei uma vez também, né? Essa é oficialmente a segunda vez que eu jogo isso aqui. O rastro vai seguir. Como é bom ter joguinho legenda em português, né? Vai dizer que não. Aí, agora pra onde? Cântico do mal. Ah, rapaz, o que é aquilo ali? What a putrid offering. Oferenda putre. É, vai falar com quem te deu oferenda, não comigo. É LT que corre. Os controles nunca respondem bem, né? Apertando LT, o cara não tá fazendo nada. Já está escrito. O cara abraça o povo ali. O pesadelo pegou.
I hate whiskey.
Testa o whisky. Só porque toma. Agência de investigação.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Era amiga? Credo.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Legal.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Cara, tem que ler bastante mesmo. Todo youtuber que eu vejo desliga as músicas porque diz que pode dar direito autoral. Deixa apagado então.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Médico pode muito bem ficar repetindo que não precisa mais de meu remédio para manter as memórias afastadas. Só que eu sei que assim que parar, as memórias retornarão. Uma manhã qualquer eu provavelmente não acordarei. Dá tratamento, escuto vozes dos meus sonhos. Lero. Entender.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
A gente distribuiu nessa ficha. Eloquência, visão, psicologia. Tem 8 pontos pra gastar. Ocultismo, 10% medicina, força. Investigação, 50%. Não, a gente é investigador, né? Então vamos investir uns pontos aqui. Profissional, 50%. Vamos ver como é que a gente pode levar. Acho que eloquência é bom. Saber falar com as peoples. Vamos comprar um ponto em ocultismo, só pra gente noção leigo total. Pra 2, então 10%. Essa aqui pra 15. Essa psicologia aumentava 25. É isso aí. Sim. Isso é muito comum antigamente. Às vezes os cartórios, o bagulho pegavam fogo, já era, meu. Tinha que ir lá registrar tudo de novo. Não tem meus casos que pegou meu registro que pegou fogo, mas tu sabe se eu não tô aceitando ou não. Investigação. Esquisito, né?
But are those cases worth it?
Um xingão. Tomou a pressão.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Filme de terror? Ah, Cthulhu?
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
Chamado de Cleiton?
Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Etiquete de navio. Ponto 36, da quadra, alta parcial, esqueci de começar uma sala de jantar e tirou a vida de toda a família. Isso concluiu que era um acidente doméstico, no entanto. Existe a instabilidade psicológica de Sarah Hawkins. Jornal. De Sarah e Charles Hawkins. Vamos ver qual é que é desse quadro.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Esse quadro deve ser levado a sério. Relatar a polícia mencionando a instabilidade psicológica. Onde Sarah Hawkins morava. Onde que ela morava?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Coisa errada com essa história. Sério.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me
Psicológica?
if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Resposta desbloqueada.
The
Essa resposta
meaning
aqui.
could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Vou investigar o
The
golpe.
sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think
Informação
I'm beginning
suficiente.
to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Situação? Chão de pobre é o nojento.
But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island, and I used to be an avid reader. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Bem pegada Lovecraft. Tipo assim, a ilha de Itaquá começou a ser povoada no século XII. Está repleta de memórias e suas tribos perdidas, mas não se engane com o romantismo das evidências. Crenças ingênuas e primitivos. Os deuses dessa tribo eram muito violentos. As muitas cavernas há muito abandonadas e estão decoradas com uma criatura gigante. Era um deus do mar ou dos sonhos. Ninguém sabe, mas os habitantes de hoje, filhos e filhas caçadores de baleias, ainda se lembram da misteriosa história dessa pequena ilha na costa de Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Medinho?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Ó, bebê. Bora. Partiu Ilha do Mal. Porto de Darkwater. Pierce acertou o caos Hawkins. A artista maldita foi... Ah, caraca. Acusada de ter provocado incêndio que matou ela e sua família. A única pista é uma pintura perturbadora que ela deixou para o pai. Na etiqueta de remesso, o endereço. Um galpão nas docas da ilha de Darkwater. Parece um bom lugar para Pierce começar sua investigação. Ok, partiu a investigação então. Me esqueci que esse jogo é pesadinho. Ah, não é tão pesado não, mas eu pensei que é um lixo. Falar nada nos intro. Só curtir. Olha, abre os bracinhos, Titanic Moment.
We're almost there.
Chamado de Cleiton. Distribuição Decavídeo, São Paulo. Dublagem Herbert Richard.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Ai, objetivo secundário. Que isso aqui, mano?
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Eles quebrando. Vamos ver a baleia.
You're not sailors. It's a sign.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah?
Rapaz.
Trouble.
Teria comido metade de uma baleia.
Not sailors. It's a sign.
Barãozinho não faria isso aí, não.
Something real bad.
Olha que esse cara.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Esse marinheiro são muito fresco. Você é o marinheiro de primeira viagem. Pergunta sobre o galpão.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Ok.
It's a sign. There's
Vambora.
something coming.
Os caras quebrando aí.
Something real bad.
Marinheiro. A baleia encalhada. Vou tomar um drink. Tomar aí um pint. Finalmente que é uma ilha de pescador. Um lugar para começar uma investigação. Chegou arranjando briga, gente.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Não foi alguma confusão, o cara foi desrespeitoso, não exagere.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Acho que é sobre da quadra. Que bala encalhada.
Stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Verdade que eles eram estranhos, falando mal se for verdade.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Verdade que eram estranhos.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got
Bastante
what I
da
need.
Sarah já.
Anything else?
Coisa mais.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland. Then,
Isso que já falou.
I've got what I need.
anything else?
Ah, tá. Que eu posso fazer outros negócios. Perguntei. Falar do Galpão 36.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Ok, tá rolando os bagulho estranho no galpão, então. Sai daqui.
That'll be all for now.
Segui bastante coisa. Mais esquisito. Os caras cantando.
You like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never
Yes.
heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Ok, então
I
eles
bid you
pegaram um peixe
farewell.
milagroso.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Atrás de mim um...
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Sila retorna ao porto para salvar Darkwax de fome. Tá falando do pescado milagroso. Lux Galpão, um especial no mar encalhado.
You have no right to treat us like this.
Esse brother.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
She won't stop asking.
She will get us into trouble.
Esse cara tá trabalhando no sanatório. Ah, vamos lá falar com o cara lá. Consegui umas informações boas. Tem que ficar. Ah, consegui correr. Acionou o botão de corrida. Ei, velho.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Tem nada.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say
Ameaçador.
about this woman, Cat.
Os termos dessa acordo são claros. Manter os homens sob controle. Você não pode dar luxo de os provocar. Não é necessário responder. Apenas dê o dinheiro ao mensageiro. A extorsão. Cara dura.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Deixa aí, não vou ficar futricando a casa do cara, né?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Ok. Falar sobre Darkwater.
The
Esse
miraculous
pecado.
catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Parece assim.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Teria matado ela.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
É, o pessoal
You're
tá estudando
talking
isso até
about
hoje.
mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
Profundeza onde tem criatura que a gente não conhece.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Yeah, cat.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Falamos de tudo? Vambora. Seus documentos estão
Your
ilegíveis.
manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Charles sabe o que fazer pra ganhar dinheiro. Eu pensei que tinha que botar 7.
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Sobe o galpão.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Beleza.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Mentira, não faço ideia. Sabe subestimando. Acho que isso é brincadeira.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Não tem mais nada pra perguntar daqui. Bora.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Belezinha. Vamos pro galpão.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah? He's
Eu não-
gonna get us into trouble.
Pedaço da baleia.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
O cara pescando aqui,
It's
ó.
a sign. There's something coming.
A fim de conversar.
Something real bad.
Brother ali.
He's back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by
Como é
that?
que eu vou investigar se
The
eu não
only
for
one
lá?
left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Ok. Então não posso entrar por aqui. Dá uma voltinha aí. Também não vai rolar, porque tem dois caras lá. Brother. É papo. Bagulho lá. O que é aquilo lá? Vamos lá ver. Meu, caramba, não lembro de quase nada. É o Cthulhu já? Chama aí, estátua do Cthulhu? St. Brandon. Entre no galpão 36. Tá mais fácil falar do que fazer. Ah, tá, peraí. Tem que pegar uma bebida por aqui, mano. Esse galpão aqui dá pra arrombar.
There.
Tô ligado. Caraca, não dá pra ver nada, mano.
Hello, old friend.
Capa de bebida. Vamos fechar aqui. Lá, lá, lá. Não fiz nada. Não peguei uma garrafa de bebida. Não peguei nada. Agora deixa eu dar uma bira pra aqueles caras ali. A gente consegue passar pelo bagulho. Mas eu lembrei. O cenário como é que tá. Bem feitinho, cara.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I
I'll follow you.
respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
É, então foi.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Vamos perguntar da ilha. É o São Brandon.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St.
Os
Brendan
caras tão muito tortos, mano.
protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Aqui que vocês moram?
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Caraca. Vocês não
Isn't it a bit
trabalham?
early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
Os caras tão desempregados, ferrados, um assassinato na ilha, isso tudo ajuda. Quem são aqueles caras ali?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
É bandistas.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Quem é Cat?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't
Nós
tell you
dissemos
a
nada.
thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Eu acho que eu tenho que falar com esses caras aqui primeiro.
You could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even, and don't go looking.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
Shit,
And with
it's
that
me.
smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Ok. Todo mundo tem medo da Cat. Não dá pra passar por aqui. Conversar com os caras. É uma das piores ideias que a gente podia
Who's
é
ter.
this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Wait,
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
we saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Chamando de Cat. Grande mentira. Investigar. Perguntar
I've
do
got to
galpão.
enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you.
Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Ok. Investigá-los. Que isso? Se fulgurar a estátua. Vou perguntar se foram eles.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Que legal, né? Pela frente não dá pra entrar por causa do polícia. E aqui por causa dos contrabandistas. Tipo. Acho que se não me engano dá pra oferecer bebida pra esses caras.
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
Saudade. Livrar-se dos dois coisas.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Toma eu.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
Deixou o brother sozinho, mano. A gente consegue passar. Isqueirinho.
Let's see. Perfect.
Investigação sempre alta, meu. Bate tudo.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Descobri agora. RT, uma cena de reconstituição. Primeiro vamos ver normal aqui. Quadro, maluquete. Aqui tá o policial encostado. Vamos fazer essa reconstituição.
What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Isso tudo parece estar mais caro.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Rapaz, parece ser de peixe. Bagulho aqui.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
É, o capão é deles, né? Problema, acho que tem uma foto deles.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Whoever hid it here seems to worship Sarah Hawkins. What just happened? Did I imagine?
Galpão inteiro. Vambora. Não vai nada pra fazer aqui. Caindo do teto. Eu vi as gotinhas caindo do teto ali, mano. Não tem nada pra trás aqui? Acredito que não. bora.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
Ih, rapaz.
Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Let me guess. It was in the Hawkins mansion.
Precisely. You can still see the burn marks. There's no doubt about it. I must admit that you seem fairly competent. But I can't allow you to stay here.
I've seen enough. It's the Hawkins mansion that interests me now.
Of course.
Eu já vi que eu sou chato jogando esse tipo de jogo. Vocês podem ver que eu não tô falando com nada. Tô lendo, tô tentando relembrar o jogo. Cara, eu tô curtindo o jogo, tô curtindo a vibe.
My car is parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door?
Ah, mas até agora só tem falatório também, né?
Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Deve ser a Cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Essa era a mina que tava fumando, mano.
This mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
É, longinho.
Come on, we got some driving to do.
Rapaz, estamos pra mansão. Capítulo 3. Sardinhas da mansão Hawkins.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow.
Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You manage to get something out of that bum, I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Fazer pergunta, né, cara?
Prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Tá de boa.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Beleza.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Tem a impressão que o cara ia meter um tiro na cabeça desse boneco a qualquer momento. Mas é isso aí. Tem praticamente uma hora aí de gameplay. O jogo tá meio paradão, faz uma hora, recém começou. Eu sou um cara que tô aqui, né? Direto e reto. Só olhando, que nem vocês, curtindo, não tô comentando muito. Mas é isso aí, espero que tenham gostado. Série nova, Call of Cthulhu. Eu acho bacana esse jogo aqui. Eu vi tinha visto um pessoal jogando. Eu comprei, joguei uma vez, achei da hora. Mas, cara, parece ter um jogo novo pra mim. Eu joguei tanta coisa depois pra fazer vídeo pro canal que eu não lembro muito bem, não. Tá, eu me lembrava da parte das bebidas, mas já tá difícil aqui na mansão. Eu não tô lembrando muito bem, não. Ah, vamos lá, vamos relembrar junto então. Então, valeu, falou e até logo.